And we're joined by Maxine DeHart, one of the incumbents running for council. So you've been on since 2011, but I guess you're asking voters to give you a little more time.
I am asking voters to give me another 4 years. Thanks for asking that. I hope that the voters feel that I have done a good job. I hope that they feel that I've listened to their concerns and that in the end, my votes and what I've done, hope they'll give me another 4 years.
I do think I saw in a recent election at the end, when the dust settled, you were topping the polls among councillors. Why do you think?
Well, that's a hard question when you're asking me. I hope it's because of community service. I hope it's because the type of person I am. I hope it's because I did do a good job in the previous election and being a councillor for 4 years. I think it's a combination of everything. I think nowadays people are looking for sort of everything. And so hopefully I can do that again this year.
So you've written a popular column for a long time. People know about the money you've raised with your morning breakfast drive-through. What's your contribution around the council table? A lot of people never really see that happening. What do you contribute when it comes time to deliberate as a council?
Well, I take deliberation very seriously, and I really think a lot. I also listen to my councillors, and then we listen to the public. And I think what I have, I really listen. And people think, oh, well, maybe Maxine doesn't, but I do. And then when I give my thoughts, I do them very, very carefully. Now, I might not be as polished, or I might not, I am what I am. I talk, my column, I talk like I write like I talk. So I actually just, so I feel that I do my homework, and I feel that when I do come to decision, and I'll tell you, some decisions are grueling. Also, Kent, they are grueling. You couldn't be in a public hearing and you think, this guy, oh, this is fantastic, this is good advice. Then someone comes out and they tell you. And sometimes it's very, very difficult. But in the end, you have to make a decision. And you weigh what the public tells you, and you listen to other people, and you think, what's the best for the city as a whole? I usually try and say what's best for everyone, not just this person or that person. What's good for the city as a whole?
One issue that council, in partnership with other levels of government, has had to deal with is homelessness, the problem that seems will never go away. Do you think your council can be proud of what's been accomplished over the last 4 years?
Well, I think so. I think public safety affects everything. I think it affects how we live, how we work, and how we play. I think that it affects economics in the city. And so I do. And I think we've really tried. We've been lobbying government. The government has come to Kelowna. We've built a lot of the housing. Some people say affordable or not.
It seems like, it doesn't matter how many you build, it's just as many again.
And 1 year we built 3,200. This year we're probably going to build thousands of houses. But you know what? We're going to keep on rental housing. We're going to keep on doing that. So the more housing we have, we're hoping, actually, affordability will come into play.
Yeah, affordability, that's a tough one. I mean, housing for a lot of young people now is kind of out of reach. Owning their own home is out of reach for a lot of people.
It is out of reach. And I just heard in Toronto, people are getting together to buy houses. And because they can't afford a house on their own, so they're starting to get into the market. Like maybe two couples will buy and they'll have a suite in the basement and they'll share the mortgage, or people. And it is sad, because I'm thinking years ago, all of us had the opportunity to save, and that was our thing. Let's buy a house.
Yeah.
And
now it seems a little bit gone.
No, you're right.
The other box I want to check is all the high rises we now see, and there's more on the horizon. How do you feel about that? You like it?
You know what? It's difficult for me. I've been in Kelowna for all my life. I came here when I was 19, married a local, as you know, Chris. Sometimes I look and it is difficult. But downtowns are vibrant, our downtown centers. The more people we have on the streets, number one, the safer places are. And we have to do housing. We have to go up. I mean, I know it's not always popular, and I know zonings are really tough for people. But I think what we have to do in our town centers, we don't want sprawl. People are telling me we don't want sprawl, Maxine. So we have to go up in our town centers. Now we have to do it, we have to do it right. And I think that's what we try and do. We want to do it right. We want to position them right. We're always trying not to offend the little guy that's got a house there. But no, seriously, we have to take everything into consideration. But if we're going to do town centers, unfortunately, sometimes they have to go up.
Right. So it's like you favor it, but you don't really love it.
Well, you know what? It's a fact of life, and we have to look at each application that comes to us, we have to look at that separately. And like I said, if we feel it's good for the, the population of Kelowna, then, But have I voted for everyone? I think I might have not voted for one rental or one apartment, but basically, we have to make sure people have housing.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.
And thank you.